Hello, everybody. I just wanted to share with you a little bit today about my story, how I came to be with semen retention and how it even started. For me, it started maybe 10 years ago when I was really depressed and really struggling with some of these addictions that you might be struggling with. And I realized I was kind of accidentally found this. I stopped whacking off for like a month at a time, but I had no way to control it. I had no way to control the energy. It was just going completely up, and then I go back to the bad habits, and it would be kind of the same cycle over and over again. And it wasn't until maybe 6 years ago I did ayahuasca ceremony in the middle of the jungle of Mexico, up in the mountains. And this is where I actually started to realize that it was a requirement to not, be abstinent for the ceremony. So I started doing that like a month before, and I would have the most profound experiences during with the medicine and with shamans and stuff. It was just incredible. And my energy, I realized it was like, that was it. Stopping all substances and stopping these negative things. And I was able to, this thing that was like continually, it continued to just take my energy. And I would give it, whether it was drugs, whether it was these bad videos or whatever. And this was like the first time in my life where all these things cut. And my energy just went full. And I was able to live like in this positive light. And it was so cool. I wanted to help people. I wanted to volunteer. I wanted to do all these things and just be this. And I was able to see like an actual future with like a family and the positive things that I never thought of before, And so that was kind of like in a long form of where, or in a short story, like where the semen retention got me. Now, years later, we're really doing it. Really not watching it like it's not a joke. We've been able to kind of take that energy, and it's a very powerful, strong energy, and actually create businesses and create. I mean, look, Florian, right? Like a year ago, I was, was pretty lonely. Now I have a wife. Now I'm living. We both started our businesses. Because we're able to actually kind of focus. For me, I sort of had that ADD thing, had depression, was just kind of wanted to be stuck in that cycle. I couldn't complete anything. Maybe a lot of you can relate, maybe not. I couldn't complete anything. Now I actually have the motivation, due to family, due to good friends in my life, due to also the capacity just to want to be able to do better and actually create my future and manifest it. Amazing how rapid this went. Everything, like the woman that I wanted, it came to be crazy. Like everything happened. And I would give a huge due to God, to all these positive things, but also to semen retention, seriously, to actually doing these practices. So for this, we made this 30-day program. We really did it. This is genuinely from our hearts because Florian, I can't speak for Florian, but I can say this, we have both been down. We know what it's like to be about as low as you can possibly go, but also to rise up and be, living in a higher state of higher vibration, more positive. So, yeah, that's more or less my story.
Yes, and how did that come to be? I mean, we got to meet, and I was always asking myself, how is he running so fast? How is he walking so fast? How is he always so energetic and so motivated and so has such a zest for life and for experiences? And how is he squatting like hundreds of kilos, like 4 plates each or 3 plates each? And I couldn't fathom that. And he told me about this practice, and I took that on a year after that. I should have done that right from the beginning, but I didn't. There was a reason for that as well. And it really did change my life. I felt weak a long time for many different reasons, and that certainly was one of the reasons. If you have certain lack, like if your energy is leaching out every night in these bad habits, you let go of your energy instead of holding it. In physics class, we were told like energy can never be lost, it can only be transmuted. Well, then what happens if you actually hold it in your body and transmute it? And Austin has been a great friend, a great influence, and in that regard, really a great partner to hold me accountable. And what we've achieved since then is I like it. I like where we're going. And I would like for you, sincerely, to have that experience as well. This challenge we've created for you guys. We've created so that other people can take on this practice as well, even if they don't know where to go with it, how to maneuver that energy. And we would love for you to join. It can increase your motivation because you don't let go of your energy. Basically what it does is it gives you more energy, and then you have the choice what to do with that energy. Some of you guys may artists, some of you guys may real estate agents, some of you guys have their own businesses, some of you guys want to be a better father, some of you guys want to have energy for your wife and for your friends. I mean, I love people. I love when I can play music and work and go to the farm and instruct the workers, our employees that we have, and build a really good connection. All of that, you need energy. And this energy you get as a man through many sources, good sleep, nutrition, that's all part of it. But I trust you to take care of that.
Right.
One of the main things, definitely for me, and Austin said this before, was semen retention. That's why we created this practice, because it's a very physical thing. It has nothing to do with the cult. We are not your leaders. We are not your gurus. There's nothing weird about it. There's no ideology behind it. It's not something you need to buy in as a belief system. It's a physical practice, like doing push-ups. It's just good for you. If you've never tried it, give it a try. If you're right now in a place of your life where you feel weak, you lack motivation, you get up and you're tired, or you don't really know what you want to be doing, you lack clarity, come over to our site and join the challenge. We would love to take you on.
Amazing, well said. Yeah, that just reminded me too, like, it's not a cult, there's not like any weirdness behind it, but the cult is kind of you are the leader within you. You know, the reason, to get on there are some deepness behind it, but it's for your own empowerment, for you to be in control. The reason why we're charging $33 is because of the 30 vertebrae. So kind of there is some deepness behind that, philosophy, whatever, or it's just reality. Our bodies are kind of like a temple, and we need to be treating it as such, which we haven't. And isn't that something? So like when you start to understand the sacredness of your body and stuff, you're going to think twice before polluting it, and believe me, I know what that's like, to just really be pretty low. I could share some stories another time, like, I understand what that's like. So, I know that so many people are struggling out there. You might be struggling with this, and you don't, there's not really anybody talking about it. Because it's kind of uncomfortable, and whatever, it's a secret thing. You can't really, maybe your parents are doing it, or your brothers, or I don't know. It seems like it's like this kind of common addiction that that everybody's okay with. But really, we personally in our lives believe it's not that okay, because it's kept us from being great. It's kept us from doing, Florian, he bought a bunch of land recently, and now he's like a boss of 5 people employed. And it's because he started to manifest his energy. He started to control that retention energy and just and we also do teach, we have a VIP course on how to help maintain that. But if you're just going to do the 30, just do this for 30 days. Do this discipline, do this exercise for 30 days. I really believe, truly believe it will give you some benefits. So click on the link or go to getoutofbed.net, www.getoutofbed.net, and check it out for yourself.